Hello, welcome back. It's wonderful to see you again. 10,000 of you. I honestly just can't wrap my head around the fact that 10,000 people are interested in what I have to say. So thank you so much. It really means the world. It is so lovely to see familiar names in the comments, but it is equally nice to see new faces. So I asked if you had any questions and to also share a little bit about yourself. It's really nice to know what kind of people are in this little gang we have here. So let's get stuck in. From Icarus. Woo, congratulations. Looking forward to hitting the next milestone soon enough. I'm Andrew from Cincinnati, Ohio in the US. If you had one artist that you have as a guilty pleasure / something you wouldn't always share with people, who would it be? First of all, it's really nice to put a name to the profile. I always see your username in the comments. Now, as a rule, I don't really believe in guilty pleasures. I think you just gotta own what you like and just embrace it. But with that being said, I am a terrible hypocrite. There's certainly some artists that I don't particularly jump to tell people that I listen to. I'm so into the Backstreet Boys, man. I love them. I just think they're great. I've seen them twice live and they are just incredible. Corrupt FM. I listen to them unironically. I think they make great music. In fact, I listen to a lot of UK garage. Oh, and Macklemore. I love Macklemore. And now I'm going to ask that all you leave your guilty pleasures in the comments so that I don't feel so alone. From Marianne Marita. Congratulations. I found you through the Hosier videos and I really liked your content. What is your favorite food? I'm from Brazil and one of my hobbies is learning languages. I don't know if I have a favorite book, but I read Paper Girls recently and I really enjoyed it. I'll have to look up Paper Girls and see what I think, maybe add to my list. Although saying that, my TBR list right now, I don't think I have enough life left. I don't have enough years left to get through it all. So I'm gonna have to cull that soon. Favorite food is so hard. I mean, I love Indian food. I will never say no to a curry. My favorite's probably gotta be like a paneer makhani. On the spicier side, but like not a vindaloo. New York cheesecake. That's a big love affair for me. My favorite restaurant here in Perth, actually, Servo in Leaderville, does these Brussels sprouts that they like cook in this balsamic sticky sauce. I don't really know what it is, but they do that until they're like crunchy and chewy, and then they serve it up with sour cream and crunchy chili oil, and it is just so good. In fact, a lot of the stuff on that menu there would be in my favorites. They do this peach jalapeno highball that is just to die for. Yeah, pinning down a singular food is hard. From Airy. Congratulations, have you listened to Unreal on Earth? And if so, which song is your favorite? Thank you, and yes, of course I have. The analysis video will be the next video that's posted this channel. I promise. I'm sorry for making everyone wait so long. Oh, a favorite on the album, that's so hard. I feel like it changes every day. I think I'll have to go with Abstract, Psychopomp. There's just... that song just leaves me like feeling flawed, you know? From Reese, what kind of music resonates with you the most? And lots of love from the States. Soul music, hands down, every time. I just feel like I belong in that area, you know? Just 60s, soul, Motown, Northern soul, all that stuff. I just feel like it gets me down to my core. It is my passion, which I haven't really talked about it much on this channel, so I will endeavour to do so because I have so much to say. From Gillian Walsh, hey, what's your favourite movie for rainy days? Oh, I've been waiting for someone to ask me this. It is hands down every time The Parent Trap. Name me a more perfect movie. Just everything about it is so glorious. The soundtrack, the casting, the costumes, the set design. Nancy Meyers is a genius, and I do not want to talk about the fact that next year I will turn the same age as Meredith Blake. And where the fuck is my vineyard-owning husband? From Bailey, congrats, you deserve this with your amazing content and personality. What are your go-to comfort books / albums? Also, what's some of your favourite Hosier songs from his previous albums? Mine are Nothing Fucks With My Baby, To Be Alone, As It Was, and Sunlight. Thank you, Bailey. That is very kind. My comfort book has definitely got to be Rebecca by Daphne du Maurier. If I had it my way, I would just crawl into those pages and never come out. When it comes to albums, there's so many. I think most of the time with my comfort things, it's stuff that reminds me of my early childhood or something that reminds me of like my home village back in England. So just enough education to perform is a big one for me. Stereophonics. What else? Jules Holland and Friends. I can't remember which album it is, but I can't remember the title, but it's like a purple background and Jules is standing on a planet pointing down another planet. I think maybe he's on the moon and he's looking down at Earth. I can't remember. I think there's mermaids painted, or maybe I'm just making that up. In Between Dreams by Jack Johnson too. My favourite songs from Hosie's previous albums. To Be Alone is on there for me too. Angel of Small Death and the Codeine Scene. Run. Jackie and Wilson. It Will Come Back. Moment Silence. Movement. No Plan. There's so many. I can't pick. From Eloise. Hey Honor, I'm Ellie, and I've got to say I'm so glad I stumbled across your channel because my word, your analytical skills are incredible. What you managed to pull out of the songs is brilliant. Anyway, as I'm about to start my degree in English literature, my questions has to be literature related. So if you were stuck on a desert island, what book would you want to have with you? I think for me it would be The Odyssey by Homer. Thank you so much, Ellie. And your question really stumped me because do I go with my favourite book? Or do I go with something super long that I haven't read before? Like, do I tackle Infinite Jest? What if I don't like it by the end? Then I'm just stuck with a book that I hate. But on the other hand, how many times do I have to read my favourite book before I start hating it? Maybe I'd just end up saying screw it and take the Bible because I'm bound to go insane anyway. Actually, no, I'd take like Bear Grylls' survival guide. He has one of those, right? From Julia. Congratulations! A basic question, but what are some of your all-time favourite books? Ones that you come back to over and over again because they are just that good. My one is definitely Mary Shelley's Frankenstein. I've already mentioned it in this video before, but definitely Rebecca. Another one though, and this is probably my most read book ever, is Because of Winn-Dixie by Kate DiCamillo. That one that they made into a movie with Anna Sophia Robb about the dog. I can't tell you how many times I read that as a kid. Like, I'm not kidding, it'd be up there in the 40s. I've read it like 40 something times. And I still think about those lemon sweets that the lady in the library had to this day. From Melian, I really hope I said that right. Once again, if I mispronounce anything, please let me know. Congratulations, your content is amazing and you deserve this and much more. I have 2 questions. 1, what is your favorite film adaptation from a book? And 2, do you have any languages that you would like to learn in the future? Love from Chile. Oh gosh. The film adaptation of Perfume was phenomenal. The whole time I was just shocked by how much everything looked exactly how I imagined it when I was reading the book. And like, not to be that boring person, but the Harry Potter movies, I mean, come on. I do really want to get back into French. I studied it in school. I'm still quite good at reading French. Like most things I can read. But conversation-wise, useless. I don't know how to listen or respond to people. I also went through this phase in high school where I taught myself Welsh, and I knew quite a lot. I think it's a beautiful language. Why did I pick that as a hobby? No clue. I don't know. I don't know what made me go down that road. But we were recently watching this like really, really good Welsh crime drama called Bang, and they integrate a lot of Welsh language. So I've been thinking a lot about picking it up lately. I also would love to know Latin because I love researching the origin of words. So I think that'd be really cool to know. From Katia Bernhardt. I have kind of a silly question. If you met a person who had never heard music before, what song or perhaps what album would you have them listen to first? I absolutely adore your videos. Congratulations, and hello, I'm Katia. I live in Oregon and I am a nail tech. Well, Katia, it's a good thing that you can't see my at-home dip powder nail attempt up close because I think you'd be horrified. This is such an interesting question because I think there's so many different ways you could go. Like, do you ease them in with something more chilled and easy to understand, like Jack Johnson? Or do you start from the beginning? Like, do you show them old African spirituals and then go into folk and soul and rock and pop so they understand the foundations of modern music? Or did you just hit them with the best example of how much joy music can elicit, like straight off the bat? For that, I'd probably go with Move On Up by Curtis Mayfield. Or just that whole album actually would be a perfect first listen. Great question from Sreya Paul. Hi Honor, first of all, I'm in love with your eyeliners and lip shades. Do you ever feel like while you're listening to a song, any song per se, probably a Hosier's, that this song has been written just for you? As in you relate to it so much that it feels like you shared the experience with the lyricist/singer-songwriter. Does it feel comforting to know that someone somewhere in the world is having similar experiences or sharing a thought where we believe to be completely alone otherwise? I knew the answer to this one straight away. 6 out of 10 by Dodie. I've just never related to anything more in my life. It is a sad one, so don't go listening if you're not ready to cry. I sobbed for about an hour after she posted it. It just hit the right nerve at the right time. Just completely broke me. I know Dodie has pretty similar mental health struggles as me, and this was just probably the first time I've ever felt truly seen and understood. From Suad Redan. Dear Honor, I really loved your video about Florence and the Machine's Mermaids. So my question is, what are 3 other songs based on or inspired by a fairy tale or myth that you love? I, for example, love Donovan's Sunny Good Street for its fantastical quality. Furthermore, do you have a piece of clothing that describes you the best? I'm very interested in dress studies, therefore I ask. Mine would be a Princess Tulle dress. Thank you and have a good week. Wow, what fantastic questions. I don't even know if I can think of 3 examples off the top of my head. The only thing I can think of right now is Enter Sandman by Metallica. That's a really tough one. I'll have to get back to you on that. My piece of clothing that best describes me, and look, I'm well aware that I probably don't exude this on the outside, but in my head, I am this silver and black sequined checkerboard mini dress that Hayley Williams wore on stage recently. This is my mind in an item, like very 60s mod London it girl, mixed with like Studio 54 disco decadence. And there's also something a little bit punk about it. I want nothing more in life than to own a dress like this and just wear it like it's no big deal. From Jessica Collins-Boness, if you could have any fictional character from a book or TV come to life and be your roommate, who would it be? Also, I love your videos, congrats. Oh my god, Jessica, I would pick Schmidt from New Girl. Yes, he has his faults, but that boy knows how to keep an apartment clean and stylish, and everything he says makes me cackle. Last but not least, we have Ramushi. If you could get to be a fly on the wall and watch 2 people, dead or alive, have a conversation, who would they be? Also, congrats on 10k, that's mad. Thanks for feeding the Hosier hive mind, infecting the masses with a better taste in music in general with the rec videos. You are very welcome, my friend. Okay, so my fly on the wall scenario is a trapped elevator, and I would definitely have to be a fly in this situation because if I was human size, I think I'd have a heart attack. But no one's coming to fix this elevator for a good few hours, and you know who's trapped in there? None other than Amy Winehouse and Dido. If you know, you know.
Don't vote for Dido! Dido will kill you!
And that's a wrap. Look, I don't know what happened, but the rest of that outro just got completely corrupted. So it was not usable. But anyway, thank you so much for being here with me. I can't wait for what comes next. And if this is the first time meeting me, hi, I'm Anna, and we have a really cool little gang going on here. So if you would like to join us, we would love to have you. All you have to do is subscribe. I'm going to go to bed now. And you should too. All right, see ya.